So, you live in the attic. You build robots in your spare time. I take it you're the illegitimate son.
No, I am the second son of my father. He,
Wait a minute, he's this cold to his second born?
No, this was the only room in the house left after Millie was born.
Man. I underestimated your father.
Actually, it's pretty nice up here, to be honest. It's very big.
Yes,
He lives in the attic.
gives me a good space to work.
I'd live in the attic. Looking for a roommate?
No.
Well, have attics.
I shout up that he's a loner. The half-orc inquisitor, that is. Angry rapper wrestling in the distance.
Guys,
Is there anything else you need? Because I think downstairs needs more attention than here.
oh well, in that case, I want to look around here.
Alright, make a perception check. You look around and you see lots of gears, oil stains, you know, the usual tools that you would see that people would make and fix cogwork things.
Alright, you go back to working on your death machine.
It's not a death machine.
Have
Sure.
you looked in his beard?
There's what?
Have you looked in his beard?
You don't.
He doesn't
look
have a
nothing,
beard.
man. Oh my god, that's sad.
Oh,
I
it
hope
really is cool.
I hope this guy's the murderer. He's got nothing else going for him.
Alright, do you leave this place?
Yeah.
Go down a flight of stairs. There's still a room you haven't looked in.
I wonder what's back here.
Back where?
Back here.
Punch the wall open.
I was thinking just walk right through the stairs.
Punch through the stairs.
Make a reflex check.
What?
For walking through the stairs?
I don't know, do you want to fall into the void of nothingness?
Oh, is that a pit to hell?
God damn it.
Don't even.
No, it's not. So yeah. What are you doing now?
Well, there's still 2 rooms that we haven't really searched.
Alright. Go
You
for it.
just look Australian?
Hey, you know it, mate.
Oh, God.
Never mind.
I open this door.
Alright, yeah, you recognize it as the room you beat up the child in.
I move this desk this way to see what that grate is.
No, that's in the desk. That's nothing.
Punch it.
What is this desk that has a grate?
I don't know. I didn't even notice
Why
that
does this
great.
little girl have a skull on her desk?
It's actually a place with magical items and you know, books on doing magic and dreams.
Is
This
that a
little
skull?
child better have
Guys,
Maybe.
the little girl is literate. She's the murderer.
Look, it's a table
Do I
that fit
hear
the
this?
area.
Do I hear
I
this
bet
fire
she's studying
selection?
necromancy.
She's not into necromancy.
There are plenty of wholesome-ish uses for a human skull.
If only the person
Yeah, you
who
can drink
wrote
out of it.
Spellcraft wasn't downstairs.
Alright, let's go through this wall.
If only the person with spellcraft wasn't downstairs.
Do you go upstairs?
I don't
No,
know.
I-
Why know that
what?
there's a skull on the desk of the child?
That is a very good point.
I don't know. Do you want to go up the stairs then?
Actually,
I
wait, I noticed something. I
Flip
noticed
through the
something.
wall like a badly
Wait a second.
designed
Wait,
book.
whoa. Is that a fucking grate I see?
Yeah, no, we had this
We've been
discussion
over this.
earlier. I have no idea that that was there. That's actually nothing.
I'm gonna doodly-do right through this wall.
You osmosis through the wall. Alright, you are in the main bedroom.
I Adam Jensen through it.
The salt content of the room next door was not great enough, therefore Owen was able to pass through the wall without problem. Can Anyush and Harry do the same? Is there too much salt in the room now? Oh, no, they can osmosis through.
So, let's lift up the bed and see what's going on with that.
Nothing under the bed.
You find a small civilization under the bed.
I would probably
Of dust
kill it.
bunnies. They start poking sticks at you.
You want to fight? You want to fight the monk?
Do you search the rooms?
Yeah. What's going on this desk?
It looks like there's kind of haphazardly drawers, open and closed.
What is in them?
Nothing.
Nothing in
Harry
the
maybe is a
drawers.
thief.
I'm just slowly trying to like just absorb all of this.
Anyush, have you been in this room?
She's in both of them, technically. What are you trying to absorb, Harry? Trying to solve the murder, or attempted murder? Because you could have failed that. It would have been great.
I love how the guy's not even dead. Like, this is a fantasy setting. You know what the punishment is for, like, attempted murder in a fantasy setting? It's like overnight in jail.
Have I been informed that there are miscellaneous spell-related items up here?
So it's just getting laughed at the other players and you move on with your life.
Oh, I'm taking the skull with me.
Alright, you take the skull with you.
I'm gonna call him Yorick. Because, you know, Shakespeare's not cliche.
What
To
you
the point of
thinking about,
medieval
Harry?
I'm just kind of currently just trying to absorb my thoughts. And think about not shit slapping everybody here.
Hey, I've done nothing wrong.
You beat up a child.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't do anything wrong.
I was told to bring the child back alive. Which I did.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
He did his job.
You said bring the child back and bring them back alive. You didn't say don't, like, bounce their face off the floor so hard that they land on their ass.
She was under the covers of her bed. She was hiding.
That's rude.
You just had to... Anyway, so yeah.
That's why I tried to calm her down first. There's no need to be upset.
And then you suplexed her.
Well, she was still upset.
Moving on.
Look, I'm a busy man.
Are you done with upstairs?
Yes,
I think so.
go back downstairs.
Alright. You all head down the stairs.
Hey, is that a skull?
Yeah, it's a skull.
Where'd you get a skull?
I found it.
My skull!
Where?
She tries and takes it from you.
Hey, I did not remove this from you.
I would like my weapons back, please.
They hand you the weapons back.
Okay.
She,
Why does a child have a
Millie
skull?
tries to take the skull from you.
Why does the little child...
Does that
have
provoke an
a-
attack of opportunity?
Technically, yes.
Oh, wait.
Unless she has, like, improved disarm or something, it doesn't have an attack opportunity.
You can attack her if you wish.
I'm so tempted to just punch her in the face. No, I'm not gonna push my luck with that. I'm gonna give the skull to the Psionic.
Thanks, but this isn't a bear skull.
What's with you and bears?
Do some psionic to it and figure it out.
You can roll an Arcana check.
I roll a spellcraft check because this isn't fucking 4th edition. Where is it? There it is.
It looks like it's mostly for decoration, but there are hints of magic in it, maybe for divining purposes.
Are you an oracle child?
What's that?
It's a type of magic user that sees the future and normally dividates things using divine magic.
Well, if she could see the future, she probably would have seen that ass kicking coming.
Oh my god, you could shut up right now.
Child Beater, take me to where you found the skull.
It was in a trinket shop.
And please, don't beat the shit out of me.
So wait, you're telling me you bought a human skull at a trinket shop for shits and giggles?
The mayor pops up and says, well, yeah, she seemed interested in, casting magic and whatnot, and...
So you bought her a human skull.
You bought a child a arcane-infused human skull.
I lean over to the mayor and whisper, let me tell you a thing.
I look at the skull and cast Detect Evil.
It's not evil.
After I whisper to him, let me tell you a thing, I start screaming,
Say that,
you
don't.
don't buy a child a skull, what the fuck?
We thought it was novelty. I mean, my wife tried to discern what it was, and she couldn't figure it out.
It's a
Man.
skull!
You guys are terrible with kids.
Oh my god. Don't you start.
You beat up a child!
Really effectively.
Yeah, the wife still looks at you, like, with a very hard grimace.
Yeah, he should have trained his children in martial arts.
Whilst I applaud at how well you beat the ever-loving shit out of a small child.
I know, you're terrible parents. Your daughter barely put up a fight.
Look, okay.
The
I'm gonna
wife
grab
slaps
the skull.
you.
I'm gonna go get...
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Does
No.
she have
I'm
an
walking over and
obstruct?
stopping this before it starts. I'm not having you beat up the house guests.
It's her house!
No, I mean, like, the house... Look, okay, I walk over to the skull, and I cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, there is magic on the skull.
Can I use a spellcraft check to determine what kind of magic?
Yes, you can.
And I'm going to do that right the hell now. Oh my
I
Christ.
we haven't made any progress.
It's
with
magical.
The murder.
There we go.
It's
Fucking-
of a divining magic. You can say it's kind of it's a focus for scrying for intensive purposes. You know.
Wait a minute, you've been messing with reading the future.
It happens in my dreams, I guess.
Oh my god. Okay, here's what I'm going to do first off. First off, I'm taking this from you, because this is a powerful arcane artifact. You can't just leave it in the hands of a child.
I continue insisting they show me the rest of the stuff if there is more.
Alright, do you go upstairs and check?
Yes.
Alright, make a spellcraft check on the stuff.
Do I spellcraft the stuff?
You do. You find bits and pieces, kind of, not of one variety, but of a few varieties. You know, like she's trying out different kinds of magic to see what kind of, clicks with her. And most of the
You're just a
stuff...
little wizard, you're fine.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Most of the stuff is of a divining quality. Some of it is of spell casting, of maybe fixing things, or...
So transmutation.
Huh?
So transmutation.
Yeah, a little bit of that. A little bit of illusionary stuff. Like the
spell darkness.
Maybe. Don't stand on the child.
Envelops the child in quote-unquote loving embrace.
And breaks her neck in the process.
There is no need to be upset.
She just runs away from you and hides behind her mother.
Okay. Is there any other things of note? Such as necromancy?
No necromancy.
Now, illusion. Can that cast Phantasmal Killer?
I don't think she's
Yeah.
at a high enough level for that.
I mean...
It's only a 4th level spell.
No, she's not even...
And
she's
it's illusion.
2. No.
I lean over. to the small child and ask, "Have you been casting Phantasmal Killer?"
What's that?
Just like, be real with me.
What's
Have you
that?
been
That's not
casting
in.
Phantasmal
I
Killer?
didn't read anything in my books.
Come on, you can tell me.
Yeah, I'm your friend.
No.
Don't worry. I'm a filthy heretic as far as some are concerned.
She looks at you saying, no. This child has had so much trauma today. It's wonderful.
Cast. I rule sense motive.
Alright.
A guy came into her house. A guy that's like 4 foot tall and made of stone came into her house.
Nope, she's telling the truth.
Beat the crap out of her, and then went through her stuff.
Anush, make a perception check.
Okay. 23.
You start to notice that Lenore is kind of backing away to the door.
I pull out my longbow of designating.
I say, where are you going?
I look at Lenore and cast Detect Evil.
You detect some evil.
I casually look over. I loom over this woman. I look down and I go, do you have something to share with us? And with that, I'm going to use Intimidate.
No.
Alright, 1 second. I think I have an ability that actually causes us to do, like,
Blistering Invective.
Stern Gaze. Alright.
Yes.
What's that do?
Yes.
31 Intimidate check.
She looks genuinely terrified of you now.
She shits her pants.
No.
I, like, lean down, look her eye to eye, and be like, did you perpetrate this crime?
No.
If you did, do you know who did?
No.
Then why are you trying to leave?
She takes out a bag from her and, like, gives it to you. From her possession and gives it to you.
What's in the bag?
Jewelry.
Nice. Thief! I look to, like, the lady over here, and I just, like, chuck the bag back to her. Well, that's one thing solved, but that doesn't solve the stabbing.
My things!
I push back the Inquisitor. Okay, I'm sorry. My friend is a little bit jumpy. But I want to help you out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I insist she starts playing chess immediately.
Just play chess with my friend.
I don't know how to play.
I can teach.
I'm sorry to hear that. Inquisitor, have at.
She falls to her knees in terror.
I'm not going to fucking murder her.
I'm going to murder her.
Alright.
Alright,
I pick the woman up and I bring her over here place her right here. Just pick her up, not like by hair, just like gently pick her up and put her here and hand the bag of jewelry back to someone. I think you have some talking to do with this lady.
I tell the Inquisitor that over there is not where the chessboard is.
I like look back at you and I make an Intimidate check.
I stick my middle finger up at you.
Not a very good thief, are you? I don't admonish her for stealing. I admonish her for being bad at it.
Dark.
Yes?
Do they do anything? Did they say anything?
Who or what?
About how I gave her the bag of jewelry.
Mrs. Guffin thanks you and kind of looks surprised almost. Like there's a weird... She shakes her head and like a magical dust kind of flickers out of her hair.
It's cocaine!
I gravitate towards her as if I was some kind of planet.
Wait a minute. I don't know you.
Swim check!
Swim check. You, it's not a swim check, it's not cocaine. I'd say
Crap.
Yeah, whatever. It's, you can kind of discern that this is like a powder infused with the spell False Alibi.
You got something you want to tell me about?
One moment. False.
Lenore kind of looks around and says, well, it was the only way to get into the house. I had to make her think
Oh.
I was one of her friends.
That's cold.
I like you.
Oh my
She
god.
winks at you.
Oh god.
Look, you two can go make babies elsewhere. We need things done right now.
Is
Now-
she a monk?
No.
The
I
point
insist
is,
on pulling her to the chess table.
we still have to solve the case of this murder. Who would want to stab your son?
No one I can think of.
People.
Who would benefit the most from him being dead? You know, apart from Korn.
Car.
Orbe!
I say that while making direct eye contact with this guy.
He backs up a little
I
nervously.
feel-
What?
I feel that is too obvious, though. Like, I feel that it may be implications of something else, because we would immediately go to him anyway. I feel like someone else is trying to take the fall, which could very well be. What's the name of the wife?
Mrs.
Miss
Guffin.
Arabella.
Miss MacGuffin.
No, it's just Mrs. Guffin.
Mrs. Guffin. Technically, we're all suspects. Hell, I'm looking at you, Monk.
I did try and kill the rogue when the lights went out. That's on me.
Technically, none of you are free from sin.
There's no bear meat.
Well, you know what the worst part is? The person we're looking for, I'm guilty of the same crime.
Like,
I did-
repeatedly.
I did the same thing at the same time. But we're looking for that guy.
'Cause at least I know that I can keep you on a leash.
Kinky.
Can you? You told him to collect the child and he beat the shit out of her.
Hey, I did what I was told.
I would like, I want to say both Harry and Gilliard to make a perception check.
I can't hear you over the robot.
Harry, Gilliard, make perception check. Oh,
I am too busy doing evil eyes at the
right.
moment.
Gilliard, you would notice that the robots are starting to clean up the blood on the floor. What?
I stroll up to one of the automatons, hand to chest seductively.
What? I didn't hear what?
I'm seducing the automaton.
What?
What?
I don't know anymore.
Roll for
Just
it?
trying to get it to stop cleaning up the evidence.
You're all idiots.
The servant
Thank
looks at you. Just goes back to work.
You motherfucker, pay attention to my attractive body.
You got something you want to say to me?
I don't know. They're programmed for it. I can try and stop them. He walks over and starts commanding the automatons, stop this, please. They look at him and...
I get away because I know where this is going and it's iRobot. Or Skynet.
They stop work. They stop cleaning up the blood. Kind of just stand at
It's
attention.
not Terminator.
Maybe we should turn off the robots for a little while.
Who controls the robots?
The mayor
I
points...
gotta say, you're not looking good.
Apparently not DiCaprio.
Mr. MacGuffin. Who controls the robots around the house?
My son, Murray, he's the one that made them, and he'd be the one to give them orders. Yes, and I tell them to clean at specific times, and one of their programs must have kicked in.
Okay, well, is there any way to tell what the robots have seen?
No?
Hey, Dark Arts.
Yes? What? What's that for?
Sense motive.
Parts of it are true, but there's a little, like, you can't see what the robots have seen. There's no memory bank in that sense. But, the orders that he specifically gives aren't exactly true.
I know you're lying to me.
He looks at you.
And I don't like being lied to.
He steps
He's
away
going
from
to-
he steps away
No.
from you in an uneasy fashion. Why are you
It
getting so
makes me
close?
very frustrated.
He is going to beat you up sensually.
Now, I don't like being frustrated, and I don't think you want me to be frustrated. So let's work together to assuage that, why don't we?
What?
Here, I'll use simpler terms. I whisper in his ear, spill your guts, or I'll spill them.
Make an intimidate check.
Oh god, no!
You went for it.
Well, that was
He looks a little uneased, but it's like he looks at his father and is like, "Father, why are they doing this?"
I-
Father's ass too.
I cast Detect Evil on him.
There are some evil bits and pieces around.
On him.
Yeah,
Now, alright, now it's not just like bits and pieces, like, is he evil? Is he not evil? What mental alignment is he?
it's like a light evil.
There is no
How does
evil
one
light.
like evil?
It is legit detect alignment. You have to give me his exact alignment.
Well, not
Unless-
the exact alignment, just if it involves evil.
He could be under an undetectable alignment.
It's
the kind of thing I'd do if I was going to commit a murder.
Yeah.
Is he, though? This doesn't seem like the person who would.
he has some evil, yes.
That doesn't answer the question.
Okay.
Is
Is
he
the aura
not?
evil, and what's the aura power?
It does detect evil.
Okay. Now, I also have the ability to detect law. Does he have law, or is he not?
Yes.
So he is lawful evil. Okay. That solves this. Now, I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and go, son, as a man of faith, I'm going to implore you politely, I say as I gently squeeze his shoulder,
With a sword.
if you have done something wrong, confess it while we have the chance, and things will go smoothly. This is a diplomacy roll
Okay.
I'm going to attempt. And if that does not work, then we are going to go the next route.
I'm going to roll to assist
Please assist me.
with the power of chance.
Better roll that assist. He looks at you and kind of looks at his father, and he looks at the couch where his brother is sitting, and he looks kind of sad, kind of annoyed that you'd be asking this, though. It's true that I would want my brother dead for the reasons of inheritance, but I did not kill him. I did not attempt to kill him.
Well, you clearly didn't kill him because he's alive.
Then who did? Because I don't mean to point fingers, but right now you have motive and means.
Well, I'm not sure.
Where is the mystical fourth child?
I don't know. There are a few things you
it's
guys
definitely
haven't
a man.
investigated on. Just to let you know. Like the room you were dining in.
I investigate the pool of blood.
Alright, make a perception check.
Have we seriously not checked this room?
Obviously not this room.
Do I find a damn murder weapon?
You don't find a murder weapon. Well, specifically, you're looking around the room, and you find, of course, the half-eaten foods. Some of it, all over the place. You think you see a piece of paper poking out of the mashed potatoes. And Glenn, you would see a trail of blood leading in... some drips of blood leading into the kitchen.
I kick open the door, proclaiming, "Where the fuck is the bear meat? Also, where's the murderer?"
Alright.
Pretties.
You kick open the door, and you see some automatons cleaning up the kitchen, after meal cleanup, putting the food away, not cleaning dishes. The trail of blood leads, over here.
I scream Asimov's first law at them.
They look at you, and they go back to work.
Never mind. What is this device?
That's a refrigerator. It's a cooling box.
How is it me-sized?
No, it's like one of those industrial ones where
like
it goes up to the ceiling.
Hitman chill boxes?
Yeah, it's kind of, yes.
Could an automaton easily shove me into it and freeze me to death?
No, the automatons are about waist high. They're not very tall.
I'm not much taller.
Alright, but if these two midgets were to climb one another and become a medium creature, could they shove me into it?
Maybe, I don't know.
We'd get you out of there
Is it big enough for me to die of hypothermia from being shoved in the box out of the...
No, it's not. Well, no.
I open the box.
Alright, you open the box, and there is a knife. With blood on it.
Oh.
Who's been in the kitchen?
I don't know, because someone didn't tell me who was in the kitchen, because apparently they also neglected to tell me someone went upstairs.
You know the robot son was in here earlier.
He was.
Who was?
All the evidence points to Robot Son, who I think might actually be a robot. But I know dark arts. I know dark arts. And if all the evidence points to this guy, it's not this guy.
So what you're saying is it's someone else. I
mean, that's metagaming, like, in the extreme. But
maybe it's the knife itself.
You know what probably is? It's probably that demon guy from before we didn't get a chance to fucking kill.
Me?
Not you. A while back. Like, I don't know. I'm just tired. It's been a long fucking day.
Who's getting a Skype call?
How are they getting this?
Everything.